Hey fellas, welcome to my channel. This is your friendly neighborhood inventor, where I bring you tips and tricks and you laugh. Anyways, I'm in Pennsylvania now. Like I said in my last video, I was gonna be visiting my sister. I'm very thankful for everything that's happened. I'm here with her for Thanksgiving and Christmas, as well as the New Year, most likely. Probably be getting home after that. Anyways, just wanted to talk about the new updates, things that are coming. So now that I've built my backyard setup and I finished that, now I'm going to start building things, making stuff, woodworking stuff, making stuff with through blacksmithing, welding as well. I also have a ceramic section that I'm gonna be working with too. Currently, before I left, I was working with a mix of clay, ash, and broken pots that I've been working together so I can make crucibles, forges, and other things like that. Anyways, so that's what will be coming next. I did leave that at home. I also had some other welding projects that some people have asked me for, and I wasn't able to get that done. Once I get back, I'll probably get into that though. But so far, it's been well. Also here in Pennsylvania, there's not much to do. There is a lot of wood though. So I've been working on some woodworking builds with a knife and just, a handsaw and just small tools that I'm able to use in my sister's house. I'll also be showing that off in a few videos and sharing my experience here. Anyways, thank you guys for watching the video. This video that's going to be coming up right next is about that forge, that crucible and forge build, that base setup that I'm using, that mix. Got some ash and I got a lot of clay in my house that I'll be using for that. Anyways, stay in tune for the next videos, upcoming events. But give me a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. That definitely helps. And like always, give thanks. Well, this is me burning that oak bark, trying to reduce it down, into ash, but it just doesn't. It stays intact. It's rather thick, and I think it's gonna be perfect for that crucible and that forge build. Just gotta make it a lot thinner, a lot finer. But other than that, I mean, it burns really hot and it stays pretty strong, so I'm very confident, hoping that it'll turn out well. But I have to keep moving it around because it's not burning, because it's that good as for fire retardant. So I'm really happy with this stuff. All right, fellas. So as you saw yesterday, I was burning some bark and wanted to make some ash from the bark, because I read it in the article, kind of old article, that bark is really good to make crucibles and forges, because bark is naturally fire retardant. Redwood trees and other big trees usually have their bark to fend from fires. But yeah, it's crazy because it sounds like glass, but I guess all ash sounds like that, but this one's a different type. But yeah, it's all ash now, and it's crazy how thick it is. Like it's not super fine, like it's not. And all of it is bark. Most of it is oak bark, and some of it is some other type of trees that I have no idea what they are, but most of it is oak bark. So it'll definitely work for what I'm doing, making those crucibles and the forge that I'm trying to make. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, so I was thinking how I could get that in a bag or something, or thinking a cloth bag or just a plastic bag maybe, or a paper bag would work too, but probably break it. But I remember we had these bags, these sandbags, or when it was really rainy and it started to flood in front of our house. But this will work perfectly. I just put it in here because I do need finer bits. Well, I guess I could use it that thick, like that big, but it's better if it's finer, you know, for the crucible or for the forge. And then if I want to, let's say, if I want to use the wheel so I can make, you know, shapes or a pot or whatever, you know, because I know I could cast it. I could definitely cast it and pour it in. But if I want to make a pot, if I want to make the crucible on the potter's wheel, you know, that's gonna need to be a lot finer. So this is gonna work. These sandbags gonna work perfectly. Yeah. Let's do that.
It's definitely a good idea to have a gas match when you're dealing with ash, especially this much, because all those fine particles, all that fine ash, you're breathing it in, it's not good for you. So now I could definitely stomp on it or run it over with my car or hit it with my leveler, my compactor, so it'll make it a lot more fine and it'll be good.
It already feels a lot more compact, feels a lot more stronger, a lot more stiff. So I might run it over with my car later, you know, just to give it much finer than what my feet are gonna be able to. But you can see, look, it's extremely fine, and all that fine dust particles is not good to breathe in. I'm glad I'm out in the open, outdoors, so you know the wind carries it off. I'm still probably gonna, you know, run it over with my car, with my truck, with my Bronco, so it could become a little bit more finer, and it'll also be on the concrete. So, but yeah, look, that is rather fine now. Well, that's it for the video. Thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing, hitting that like button. That definitely helps out. With the algorithm, and also for the monetization of the video, which is what I want. Anyways, I appreciate you guys watching the video. Like I said, new videos will be coming out. The video you just saw, it's about that ash that I was making from that bark. Usually oak has a lot of good bark that I could use. That's what I use mostly. You can get other type of bark, but for the most part, usually oak bark is rather thick. You could also use redwood. That's a little bit more expensive, and some other like evergreens they also have, but they kind of have a smell to them. Oak is usually more neutral, so I like that more, and it's really thick, so it burns hot and it takes a lot of time to burn, and it just, as you saw in the video, it's like glass, so it's gonna work perfectly for that forge, for that crucible that I want to make some tests first, see how it works, try to compact it. I have a lot of clay in my backyard. I got about an acre yard, so got a lot of clay, a lot of the sediments up there. I'm trying to use some of the stuff. I've already used some of the clay that's back there. I sifted it, and actually when I was in my ceramics class I used it, and it was like this purple red color. It was very strong, so probably be using that for the crucible build and the forge build. And I'm liking it, like how things are coming out right now. Also, like I said, I'm still in Pennsylvania, and I think it was raining in San Diego. I think my brother told me, so hopefully that carp and that build that I made for my backyard setup, it's holding up well. I'm just to have that in the back of my mind. But anyways, like always give thanks.